Hello everyone, my name is Lowko and welcome back to a match by the man, the myth, the legend, Florencio. Spawning here in the 3 o'clock position on Purity and Industry. I was just looking at the videos that I've posted over the last week or so, and I noticed that last week's Florencio video already has like 120,000 views as of me making this one. That's pretty insane, so it seems like a lot of you are really enjoying his games. I would love to make this a more regular thing, so let me know down below in the comment section if you're interested in seeing something like it. Now, most of the time, Florencio plays Protoss. In this particular game, he's playing Terran, so we'll see what he has in store for us today. His opponent, or I guess his victim, playing here in the 12 o'clock position with the blue Protoss probes. His nickname is Booblu. Booblu. Okay, now show us, Mr. Florencio, what kind of strategy you've got in store for us today. I always cringe a little bit whenever I see this because I think it's a mistake, but nope. There we go, all of the SCVs are stacked on top of each other, and this makes it look like just a single worker is going across the map. It's one of the moves that he loves making. Is this scouting probe really gonna notice it? I probably would not be able to tell. I probably would not be able to tell. No, actually, in the meantime, oh my god. The remaining 3 SCVs, after cancelling the refinery, have loaded themselves into the command center, and they're now flying on over towards the island base, which is, you know, a thing that's not very common anymore in StarCraft 2. Oh my god, he doesn't see it. He's probably asking himself right now, actually, if this is like a 3-player map or a 4-player map. Not very common these days in StarCraft 2, but he's gonna be able to continue mining them from the island. Now, the SCVs have made their way towards the main base here of the Protoss player. They do decide to unleash on top of 2 of those innocent probes there up north. And, well, what exactly do you do right now if you're Booblu? He doesn't have minerals to start up a Zealot, so you probably want to cancel the Cybercore or that Pylon. You really don't need that Pylon right now. You really need to get yourself a unit out, my man. Those SCVs have 5 more health than probes. Obviously, probes do regenerate shields. Oh my god, they're derping in the back. This hurts. This hurts quite a bit. A lot of workers are being killed here already, man. Look at this. Florencio, once again, pulling a rabbit out of a hat with a very strange opener. Oh, I guess this is like a standard Florencio opener, to be completely honest with you. Oh my god, those SCVs stack up together. And now in the meantime, up north, in the top right-hand corner, we do see the command center landed there, and there is a barracks coming up as well. Now the SCVs, they decided to patch each other up. They can obviously repair each other, but it does cost resources to do so. So you need to make sure you actually have some money in the bank in order to achieve that. Now, Mr. Booblu, at this point, you don't have a lot of money, my man. I would love to see you, like, okay, he's just gonna fight. Yeah, I guess he's trying to make use right now of the shields. I wish you started up a Zealot here rather than another Pylon. That Pylon was completely pointless anyway. I don't know why you needed 3 Pylons at this point in the game. Anyways, Florencio is gonna continue the harassment for a little while longer. I guess these probes can't really evacuate very easily either. Or these SCVs, rather, they can't really, like, get off of this this location on the map very easily either. They're basically just destined to try and slow this game down to the best of their abilities. I would actually love to see an Orbital Command coming up. Orbital Command would make a lot of sense here as well. This one SCV also not mining. It's a little bit unfortunate. It's gonna cost him just a couple of resources, but Florencio mentioned that he is he's certainly feeling most confident playing with the Protoss pieces, but he's got some cool strategies for Zerg and Terran as well, so I would love to see those. Certainly always interested in seeing some more of these weird styles. Now, where do you take this at this point? I honestly think he might just be able to kill all of the probes. Do you think he can? I'm not sure. Anyways, finally we do have now enough minerals here for a Zealot to start up. Pylon was killed, but I think that this Zealot should be able to deflect most of these SCVs once it finally comes out. It's already started up, so even killing the Pylon right now does not really matter. Although, actually, I look at the supply count right now, and it's 9 out of 31 here for Booblu, so he really doesn't need those Pylons anymore. Just go ahead and get back to mining, dude, and group up again with the Zealot as soon as this is done. Okay. I believe, actually, that this was a Platinum League game, if I saw correctly in the replay screen, although I'm not entirely sure. It could be like, I think it's probably right around Platinum or so. Nice chrono boost there on a Nexus that's not producing anything. There we go. It finally does start up. Okay, so now with the Zealot out, this game is gonna probably stabilize a little bit. In the meantime, though, Mr. Flowfit... Oh my god, I just noticed his nickname. Oh my god, I don't even think I can say that out loud. Because I'm pretty sure your video gets demonetized, even if you just say the C word. You can't say the C word right now on YouTube, okay? It gets flagged immediately. Yo, Mr. Florencio, if this video gets demonetized because of your nickname, well played. That's the only thing I can tell you, okay? Well played. Now, the SCVs have actually continued repairing each other back up, so they are polished and ready to go. In the meantime, though, Protoss has been happily making some probes again. That Zealot... Oh, well... I don't know what the math is, man. SCVs to Zealots? What exactly... how many do you need? Okay, one of them is just trying to distract the AI here as the SCVs go back in now that they are full health. This is the dumbest SCV rush I've seen in a while, and it actually seems to work. I can't believe it. Now, he needs to get some damage in, though, because this Stalker, I mean, on paper, at the very least, it should be able to micro oh, well, it's not microing at all. It should be able to micro quite easily against all of these SCVs, and there we go. The space construction vehicles will have to run on home. There you go, guys. There's your StarCraft trivia for the day. That's what SCV stands for, I believe. At least that's what someone in Twitch chat told me, and Twitch chat never lies. So SCV apparently should be abbreviation, or should be an abbreviation for Space Construction Vehicle. There you go as well. Yo, another bit of StarCraft trivia. This is something I didn't realize myself until, like, I think about a year or so ago. Apparently in the alpha of StarCraft 1, so we're talking like 1996 or something, whenever they started producing that game. Apparently workers would mine minerals off of like things that were outside of the map. So imagine like the mineral patches not being on the map, but actually like outside of the map, right? Because of that, by default, all of the workers in StarCraft 2 actually float. So the SCVs have like a little bit of like floating as well. They have like those little thrusters on their backs, and then the same for the probes and the drones. They actually float because originally they were intended to like fly off of the actual platform that you spawn on to mine the minerals instead. If you like Google StarCraft Alpha, I'll actually try and see if I can edit in some pictures over here. But if you Google like StarCraft Alpha, you can probably find out some of those images. It's actually pretty sick. Especially with how different the game turned out to look. Anyways, it is going to be a starport coming up right now as well. So, I guess the SCV rush of this game has been slowed down quite a bit. I would love to actually see the hot pickup right here for these dudes, okay? Can I see like a... I would love to see like a... he's making a lot of widow mines here. I would love to see like a medivac at this point. A medivac to hopefully, you know, make the game a little bit more reasonable for these boys over here. Just pick them up, bring them home. Now, what exactly is Boo-Blue gonna do at this point? He's making himself an expansion. He probably assumes that his opponent floated it on over towards that base over here, or towards that location over here. But honestly, I wouldn't even mind seeing Florencio going for the gold instead. He loves going for the proxy bases, and there's already an SCV over here, I think, ready to, like, construct. Yeah, Boo-Blue is finally sending out a worker over in that, or a zealot, rather, over in that direction as well, towards the bottom left, just to figure out what's happening. In the meantime, though, a fusion core was coming up, and then a starport is also, well, I think gonna produce a battlecruiser here very shortly. Battlecruisers, though, very expensive, 400 minerals, 300 gas, so he doesn't have the money for it at this point yet. Especially because of those widow mines being quite pricey too. I think he's just waiting until he gets 4. Yeah, you could actually just go with 2, I think. Going with 2 is probably even better. Come back a little while later. There's the battlecruiser, by the way, starting up. So the big boy battlecruiser is gonna come up here in just a little bit. Now, was this really a good advantage here, though? For Florencio? I'm not entirely sure. I guess you can bring in actually the SCVs to, like, repair the battlecruiser. Oh my god, is that the actual move? If he brings these SCVs... Oh my god, don't sacrifice them now. Okay, I think he's just trying to distract the Protoss player. Burrow faster. Oh well. They dealt a little bit of damage. Oh, no. You know what? This was like best case scenario if you don't micro ever. That could have been the entire mineral line worth. But yeah, no, not quite the case. And obviously, while that was going on, the SCVs also sacrificed themselves. I wonder if maybe the SCVs could have been used for repair, right? Say you have the SCVs waiting over here, and then, like, if the battlecruiser has to come out of the main base, it can be repaired over here, which is something that the... well, I guess you can also just fly back over here and then repair it over here. But you get additional stall points if you move it over in the other location, right? Anyways, there is going to be a battlecruiser right now moving in. Command center coming up in the bottom left-hand corner. But that bruised up SCV, apparently it's got a long job ahead of it, but should be able to finish that eventually. Now, Boo-Blue, did he see that? I don't think so. He's gonna go ahead and actually now produce a second battle cruiser as well. Ay. Mr. Florencio coming up with the SCV rush. Transitions towards Widowmine drop into battle cruisers. I actually would love to just see the SCVs just running into the main base right now and just going after the repair at this point while it's fighting. I actually genuinely think that's a good move because the Stalkers would be occupied regardless, right? Very interesting. Now, it is certainly a little bit noticeable here that the opponent's level is definitely lower than the one that we saw last week. There's the tactical jump towards the natural. Widowmines, in the meantime, apparently decide to burrow over there, but the battlecruiser should be able to continue hammering down some more of those probes and knocking them away from this game. That's only 6 probes remaining. 61 workers have been killed here by Florencio in this, like, I don't know, 10, 11 minute long game right now. Second battlecruiser now arrives over in the main base too. That one actually already has tactical jump off cooldown as well, so I think he just didn't want to fly it across. He probably just wanted to get to the mineral line as fast as possible. I honestly think just grouping up the BCs will allow you to, like, finish up these Stalkers. Are the Widowmines still alive? No, all of the Widowmines actually died. Yo, Florencio, can I make an addition to this strategy? I think you should load up a bunch of SCVs into the medevac and then bring them over to watch the gold. I think that's the move, dude. I know it's completely wasted mining time, and it doesn't really serve any function because you lose all value of the golden minerals for that really long travel distance. But, I mean, you would get a lot of internet points, so people would think it's a really cool move, so there is that. Anyways, Booblu finally figured out what exactly is happening. I mean, he finally got himself an observer out. He probably already made the assumption, though, that indeed this base was taken. By the way, judging by the path of the Fog of War here, he did check out all of the... Yeah, look at that. You can see the path that Zealot took on the minimap. He went all the way towards the bottom left-hand corner, so he knew that there was no gold. But I think the gold base must have been acquired after that Zealot actually ran over there. So this is now a bit of a disaster here for this Protoss, because he's going to be dealing with battlecruisers inside of the main base and a Terran player who's got golden minerals that he's mining at the same time as well. Just make more BCs, man. BCs are probably going to be the name of the game here. What exactly can you do when you're this far behind if you're a Protoss player? Battlecruiser, the OG boy, comes into the natural again, swoops in, kills a bunch more workers with the flyby. And as soon as these Stalkers move towards the natural, guess who's going back into the main base? The other two. The 3 Musketeers apparently have grouped up together. They're going to be able to, well, kill practically all of the probes that are in this game right now. And while this Protoss player is certainly still capable of getting an income up again if he's left alone for like the next 20 minutes, I don't think that's really gonna happen. Now, I'm curious. I'm sure there are people in the comment section as well that have played some ridiculous games of StarCraft 2. I want to hear like your best theory-crafted strategy. Because I'm sure these kind of build orders are viable at a certain level of play. It's one of my favorite, or one of the reasons why I actually like really enjoy casting these like viewer-submitted games. It's just because certain strategies that are viable in Silver League are just simply not viable at the pro level, right? If you have a great strategy or a crazy strat that you would like to see someone try, feel free to post it down below in the comment section of this video, and I could certainly go ahead and give it a try myself. I mean, if no one can pull it off, I can at the very least give it a try, right? I remember once upon a time I played this 2v2 together with Winter, where I believe we both started with Zerg, and we ended up killing our opponents by going for tactical nukes and ghosts. That was a little bit of a silly game. A fun one. I posted that VOD actually on the YouTube channel as well. I believe we actually did that over in Gamescom in Germany. So that's got to be at least like 2 years ago, maybe even 3 years ago. But if you're interested, I'll go ahead and post it down below. If I can find it, that is. If I can't, I mean, you can maybe like look for it as well. It's somewhere on the YouTube channel. Anyways, I think that this Protoss player right now, I mean, this is going to be a last-ditch effort, right? What exactly are you going to do? Florencio, hey, here's what you do. You select these boys, and then you click the attack move button, and then you click right over here. So I click A over there, which is army value, but you click right over there. And then they kill everything in their wake. Where did these SCVs come from? Did they just get, like, medevaced away? Ay, ay, ay. I'm not entirely sure. Either way, Widow Mines are coming up. I think that Mr. Florencio here, I was almost going to read his nickname. Bad idea. He probably did not realize how big of an advantage he actually had. And he does indeed obtain the victory. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. But for now, have an amazing day. Don't forget to smile. And I'll see you once again in the next one.